Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul, EastX Twitch, and we are taking a quick look at Doom 64 for Xbox One. It's also on PlayStation 4, Steam. Is it on Switch?
No.
Ah, that's too bad. But it is on the Nintendo 64, Tyler's favorite system.
Yeah, it is my favorite system.
Isn't
It
it
had,
because you... What did
oh
it have?
god, it had Banjo-Kazooie,
You know what else has Banjo-Kazooie? Xbox
Xbox
One.
360.
And 360, yes.
It had Clay Fighter 63 and a third.
Ooh. And it has some of the worst controllers ever designed.
No, they're great controllers.
Oh, no, they're
For us, deformed three-arm people, it was the best controller I've ever.
not. He's the three-armed alien from the Ringworld books.
Yep.
Alright.
Hey, you didn't even
And,
talk about that kids show that you watched this week. I feel like we talk about it every week.
oh my gosh, Tyler wants to hear about Lock and Key. Okay,
Thought
what are the
so.
Lock and Key developments? Well, we watched the final episode of the season. It's a 10-episode season.
And it only
Final-
took Paul 10 weeks to get through it.
I know, it took us like a month. But the last episode, it was pretty okay. One thing I didn't like is this thing that is supposed to play as a big surprise was
not
not
a
particularly surprising. Like, we saw it coming a mile away. It's another case of the characters being dumber than the audience. So, but except for that, it was decently satisfying. You know, like, it sets up the next season. Like, if the show just ended there, it'd be kind of lame. But it's a decent end for a season, and we are looking forward to what comes next. Also, I read the second volume of the book. There's like 7 volumes, I think. Second volume has... I love the sound effects. Second volume gets real dark. Like, there's some more significant differences from the show, like backstory for some of the characters. Like, they have these awful dark backstories. And so that's interesting. Language, display. Okay, what kind of display options do we have? Brightness, let's crank that up a bit. Environmental brightness, sure, why not? Status bar, anti-aliasing. We want anti-aliasing, don't we? I feel like we do. Blood color, red. What other colors are there? Green. Go with red. Alright. So let's see how it looks with anti-aliasing, Tyler. Anyway, if you're, again, I think you guys in the audience should check out Lock and Key. It's a good show. Did we watch any movies this week? I don't think we did right after.
Just some Jaspion.
Look at that, I'm playing
I watched season 2 of Fargo.
Oh, well, how was that?
Pretty good. I like Fargo. I like the first season. So
I've never seen the show or the movie.
the movie's actually not my favorite. I'm not the biggest fan of the Coen brothers. Like, there's a couple of their movies that I really like, but I'm not the biggest fan. And Fargo's not one of my favorites. But the show's good.
Are they that different? Achievement.
Yeah, they're completely different. It's almost just called Fargo, like in name only.
Wow. I wouldn't have expected that.
It has
So
the same.
what's-
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was going to say, what season are they on? Is that the newest
They've
season?
done 3 seasons, and all 3 seasons are on Hulu. Fourth season coming, I don't know. But each season is a different story. They're like separate stories, one season intertwined stories.
Okay, so they all take place in the same area?
Right, exactly. They're all in. Well, these first 2 have all been mostly in Minnesota,
Ooh,
but some
double
in
chainsaw.
North Dakota.
Look at this, Tyler. I bet you've never seen a double chainsaw before.
Have 2.
This
Really?
one
In what? Because that's pretty wild.
Um,
doesn't
in
make me sick.
the My Little Pony game.
Oh, of course. Oh, note to self, don't chainsaw explosive barrels.
Yeah, Rainbow Dash had a double chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
That girl gets violent.
She
Yeah.
go fast.
Okay, so one thing about Doom is that you can't look up and down in the old Dooms, including this one. So
Yeah.
that takes a little getting used to.
It makes aiming just kind of like the game just figures out aiming for you, which is both
Ah.
nice and not nice.
It's Pinky. Pinky looks pretty cool in this. One thing about this game compared to regular Doom 1 and 2, Tyler, is that the sprites are actually new and improved for Doom 64. Apparently they had some physical models or something, and they modeled their goofy, blurry little N64 sprites after them.
Oh.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. The only bad thing is that the N64, tiny little things and blurred the heck out of them.
Yeah. I didn't know that thing was called Pinky. That's cool.
Yes, and it's even in the awful Doom movie.
Really? The one with the rock?
Yes, but the version of Pinky in the movie has like a wheelchair for its hind legs, which is dumb and unnecessary. Yes. If not for that, it would actually be really cool, that part of it, anyway. So where do I go from here? I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's always the kind of most frustrating part of Doom, is like you have these weird maze labyrinths that you're stuck in, and the maps are pretty crappy.
Speaking of which, I've just been inspired to go look at the map.
Hey, this map looks a lot better than the map from the first two games.
Really?
Well, the first two games only use that really ugly thing that you switch to there, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell what the hell's going on with the lines.
Yes, and the fact that you can actually navigate from the map view is handy.
Yeah, it's cool.
A lot of games don't do that.
So yeah, that's cool.
Am I going to be able to figure out where to go from here? Let's find out. I think there was a way to go over here that I didn't go before, or did I? Yeah. I just, the having to figure out where to go part is the only bad thing, like you said. There's a strategy guidebook for this. I wish I had it now, but everybody marked up the prices on Amazon and whatnot.
Oh, from the old school version?
Yeah.
That's
Because
funny.
the maps would still apply, although I think this may have some new content, like some extra levels at the end or something.
I'm sure there's maps online that someone's probably recreated.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Just jump up there.
Haha, if I could. I wish this had multiplayer. There's no multiplayer. That's probably why it's $5. Like, not even split screen,
Yeah.
Here's a way I haven't been before. Uh-oh. Ha! I can chainsaw him through the fence. That's impossible. By the way, hi Jelly Donut. I hope you're doing well tonight.
Doesn't Oki mean like a rube?
It could. Ah, Pinky.
Pinky, yeah. I don't know. I like the Pinky looks cool. I like the 64 version, or the older versions better.
Better? Wow.
Just more classic, probably just nostalgia. Not like that it actually looks better, but just one of those things. Yeah.
You got an attachment to it. That is understandable. Okay, what's this? That looks like a switch, but I can't hit it.
Yeah, there's probably all sorts of cheat codes. Darker player Doom was known for having all sorts of stuff like that, so I'm sure it's in there.
If they actually don't disable achievements, then I'm all about that, because easy achievements would be nice.
Yeah, because that's the point of an achievement, is to get them easy.
Well, the point is to be able to get them, period. If they take away the ability to get them, that's not so good for me. Ah!
Paul probably doesn't have one hard achievement to his name.
That's so not true. When I had more free time, I accomplished some very challenging things, I'll have you know.
Sure.
Uh-oh. Hey, I found a secret area and got a supercharge, whatever that is.
Where's the cyber demon? Isn't that what he called?
Could be. Yeah, that is one of the enemies in the game. God, just tell me where to go. I don't want to have to go through all this.
I like that floating eyeball thing.
Is that a Keiko demon?
I don't know.
Ah!
Yeah, for this being the first level, ugh, you're already
Yeah.
in a super annoying maze.
Yeah. I mean, that was all they had back then to keep you from rushing through it, I guess.
It's true.
At least
Did
I
this
got a
only
double
come out?
chainsaw.
I mean, the name Doom 64 tells me it only came out on 4.
Yeah, it was Nintendo 64 exclusive until this week.
Oh, interesting.
Never released on anything else. So, for $5, a chance to play a long-lost Doom game basically is not bad.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it plays well. It looks as good as it's ever looked.
Maybe in 25 years on PlayStation 13, we'll get a $5 port of Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 3 or something.
That'd be interesting. Never released on anything else. Yes, we beat the level.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah, Royal Bob said he doesn't like the music. Like, there's barely any music. I think it's just like atmospheric sounds. I couldn't really tell because we were talking. Oh, there's passwords for the levels and everything. So you could skip ahead to different levels with that.
Click, Nabucco, Savubit.
Yep, just remember that. And you could save anywhere, which was not in the N64 version.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and back out to the title screen and just do a conclusion. Main menu. So that was our quick look at Doom 64 for Xbox One. Playing it on the Xbox One X, in fact. It's also on PlayStation 4 and Steam. Really cool so far. If you like Doom 1 and 2, you're definitely going to be interested in playing it. And it's only $5, so why not? Who could say no to that? Thank you for your help, Tyler.
Yep, no problem. And it is on Switch. I was wrong.
Aha! It's also on Switch for only $5.
I didn't think Switch had enough floppies for it, but apparently it has enough.
Thank goodness. You have to buy an SD card to be able to install it.
Yeah, you need to get the enhancement pack plugged into the back of it.
Brandy, thanks for sitting there silently.
Always.
Yay. Thank you guys at home for sticking around and watching this with us. Remember, we stream every Saturday, and we'll have 1 or 2 midweek streams coming up in the week ahead. Love you guys, and remember, don't hate, appreciate.
See you guys.